Welcome into Fourth and Funny, guys. I'm your host, Jake Mattis. Man, week 15 in the NFL. We are just a few short weeks away from finding out who makes the cut, who doesn't, and who gets into the promised land of the playoffs. All right. First of all, this week, guys, my first topic that I want to bring up here is Phillip Rivers. Fountain of youth or grandpa strength? Come on. Phillip Rivers is 44 years old, has been retired from the NFL since the end of the 2020 season. He is a grandfather, much like myself, and is been named the starting quarterback today for the Indianapolis Colts, who he last played for in 2000 against the Seattle Seahawks. Phillip Rivers has been staying active. I mean, he's got, I think, don't misquote me on this number, 17 kids, 15 kids. He's got a lot of kids. And his oldest child is older than most of the starting quarterbacks in the NFL. Like I said, he is a grandpa. So is he going to find that grandpa strength and get out there and be the savior that the Colts need with their banged up quarterbacks? I mean, they've got everybody is down. Daniel Jones had surgery this week, expected to be out 8 to 9 months. Anthony Richardson still nursing his injuries, and then Riley Leonard took that knee injury last week in relief. So here we go. It makes me wonder what other former or shortly retired quarterbacks that they may have reached out to, or was there anybody else that is in the league that they may have tried to reach out for? It was interesting that their first shot was straight to Phillip Rivers. I understand he knows the offense, but you know, he's going to dust it off. The mechanics may still be there. I mean, it's like riding a bike. Once you throw a football, it's a few more rhythms, few more reps. He was at practice all week, so we'll see what happens. What do you think's going to happen? Is Phillip Rivers going to find that fountain of youth, or is it going to be the grandpa strength that carries him through these last few weeks of the season, coming down the home stretch? And will he be Indy's savior and get them to the promised land of the playoffs? How about Monday Night Football this past week? Did you guys watch? Which broadcast did you watch? Monday Night Football this past week featured the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chargers in the Monsters, Inc. Disney Plus broadcast. They've done this a few times. Last year, I believe it was Dallas and Cincinnati when they did The Simpsons. They've also done a Toy Story game. They are trying to make these games a little more interactive, more family friendly, getting the youth involved and finding a way that's not boring or not that I find NFL broadcasts boring, but for younger viewers, the kids that can sit and watch football with mom and dad or just hang out. I'd like to watch a few of these games with my grandson when I have the chance to do so. But Nickelodeon is also, they've partnered with CBS. They do the NFL Slime Time on Nickelodeon as well. Is this something that you enjoy watching? Did you watch any of the Monsters, Inc. game? Was it the only option you had? The options for watching these games may come down to what streaming service you can afford. It may not be affording a ticket to the game. It may be affording the subscription price. Another topic for another day on the NFL and pricing the average fans out. Bottom line, I like it. It's interesting. It's a fun way to stay interactive with the younger generation. They've done it some playoff games on Nickelodeon. Disney seems to like to do it with their Monday Night Football. They've done a few hockey games, like the Winter Classic. They've done, I believe it was Big City Greens, maybe. But these are some interesting takes. The technology is there to, in real time, track these players and animate them. It's fun. It's real life video game or real life cartoon. And not every player. They have few select players, a few IPs placed in there. The settings are different, which are kind of cool to do. But what are your thoughts? Do you like these games? Have you sat down and watched them with your kids? Or did you sit down and watch it by yourself and think, this is entertaining? Let us know down in the comments, guys. And like and subscribe if you like this football content. Week 15 in the NFL, guys, and you know that means it's late in the calendar year. It is December, and man, let's talk some frozen football. The kickoff temperature for today's game against Chicago and Cleveland is 7 degrees. 7 degrees, guys. That's one more degree separation from Kevin Bacon. These temperatures are insane. Chicago is looking to build a new stadium, retractable dome stadium. Looks like that could be nice for Chicago. But one thing that I don't like are these frozen football games. They make for sloppy games. I don't understand why these northern cities insist on open air stadiums. This isn't 1940 anymore. Let's get with the times. And if you're going to charge these fans astronomical prices to come and sit in the stands, can we get some comfort at least? Now, I'll admit, I'm a sports nut, but there's not a chance in hell that if it's under 50 degrees, I'm sitting in a football stand and taking my shirt off, painting anything on my body. It's not happening. Not a chance. These people, like Buffalo, New York, they're a different breed. Like, they go out, they shovel the stadium. They're smashing tables. It's 2 degrees and they have no, like, I don't even understand how they feel their, like, nose at the end of the day. It is too cold to be sitting out there and playing football. Kickers fear for it when it's cold like that. You hit that ball and it just doesn't come off the foot right, or the wind is whipping, and it's just difficult. You can't plant your foot in the ground right. I'm not a fan of cold football. Give me some nice indoor dome. Maybe I'm spoiled because I've watched Detroit football. But come on, guys. Let's Cleveland, Chicago. Let's get with Green Bay. Let's get with the program. Let's get some domes on these stadiums and stop playing outdoors in the elements. All right. Now for the fourth down. Let's talk Lions and Rams. This is always a big game ever since that trade for Stafford went down. Stafford to the Rams, Goff and picks to the Lions. It'll always be debated on who won this trade. And I think it's a push. This game here is now kind of a we've moved on game. Stafford's happy. Goff's happy. Detroit's got a quarterback that they can get behind. Not that they didn't get behind Stafford before. I feel that we wasted his talent here in Detroit. He immediately leaves and gets his Super Bowl. May end up with another one and an MVP trophy to go with it this year. Again, all great things for Matt Stafford and the Rams. The Lions, we got Goff. That first year was rough. Understandably so. First year head coach, building the program. Look at where we are now. We're winning. We've been relevant. Highest grossing TV views, overtaking America's Team. They carried that moniker for a minute. Not that I want Detroit to be America's team, but we are the gritty Tigers, or gritty Lions. Wrong sport there. But in this game, the quarterbacks are really going to be what sets this game apart because of the defense. The Rams have a nice young core. They reset. They had a few productive years, but after they made that trade for Stafford, they reset. Aaron Donald retired. Jalen Ramsey left. Parts and pieces have moved on, but now they're right back where they were. So maybe slight edge to them in the trade, but both teams doing really well. This is going to be a game that is really going to prove where the Lions stand this year. We have not won back-to-back games since September, October. It's been win one, lose one, win one, lose one, win one, lose one for a while. It'd be nice to get a back-to-back win here to really help solidify that playoff spot. But we're also going to need some help from some other teams along the way. But that Legion of Whom, as the 97.1 radio team has dubbed them, the Legion of Whom, with no Kirby Joseph, no Branch. Joseph had another setback and may not even make it back onto the field this season. Fingers crossed, though, because we do need that piece. The Rocky Yassin has been playing really well. Amik Robertson has been playing great as well. But that Legion of Whom is really going to be put to the test today against Stafford, who is playing at an MVP level, playing some of the best quarterback position play. But as a Detroit Lions fan, we do know that Stafford is capable of going full Stafford and seeing what happens. They stumbled and lost to the Carolina Panthers a couple weeks ago. So it is possible. This will be a great game to watch. This will be the one that I'm tuned into the most as the Lions take on the Rams in America's Game of the Week at 4:25 on Fox today. So that's been the topics, guys. Phillip Rivers, is he going to find the fountain of youth, or is he going to use that grandpa strength to be the savior in Indy and get them to the promised land of the playoffs? Monsters, Inc. game on Disney Plus. What did you think? Do you like it? Do you not like it? What other IP would you like to see Disney and the NFL use to market these games? And then we also talked about the weather, man. It is mid-December here in the Midwest. It is maybe 5 degrees outside right now. It is cold. What are we doing playing frozen football? And the Lions taking on the Rams in America's Game of the Week. Who do you got? Is it Goff? Is it Stafford? Is it MCDC or Sean McVay? Let us know, guys. Come on now. Let's get into the picks. All right, guys, here we are in the picks after going 6-5 last week and 94-55 on the season, sitting still pretty good on those picks. Last week wasn't my greatest week, but we're still sitting at a good spot. Let's get into these picks and kick off with that game that we talked about earlier. It is going to be cold. It is going to be Cleveland taking on Chicago in Chicago, and I've got Chicago outlasting this Cleveland defense. Caleb Williams will be able to get out there, play a little backyard ball, and disrupt. As long as he can get away from Myles Garrett, those corners can't cover that long when you're scrambling. Give me Chicago in that one. Then we've got Arizona taking on Houston. Houston really going to start pulling away here, I feel, in that division with the Colts having their issues. And Jacksonville is going to be their only other competition. But give me Houston to take out Arizona today. Then we've got a divisional matchup in Washington and the Giants. This game, Jaden Daniels came back last week, suffered another elbow injury, and will be out this week. Give me the G-Men. We got the Raiders taking on the Eagles. Fly, Eagles, fly. They will take out the Raiders. Then we've got Jacksonville taking on New York in Duval. So we've got a rookie quarterback starting for the Jets. They are just throwing pasta at the wall and seeing what sticks at this point in the season, seeing what they have, seeing what they need. Give me Jacksonville. They still have so much to play for. Big game this week between Baltimore and Cincinnati. Burrow versus Lamar. This game, big for these two teams. Cincinnati's playoff hopes took a dash last week in that loss. A lot of questions swirling. Where will Joe Burrow play next season? But Baltimore still trying to secure that division title there, and they will take this game. Chargers heading to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. This may be the last gasp. This is Harbaugh's chance and Herbert's chance to put an end to the Kansas City reign there. They've already been eliminated from division contention. If they lose today, it could completely derail their playoff chances 100%. But I think that the Mahomes-led Chiefs will get it clicking today and take out the Chargers. In one of the more tough games that I found to pick this week is another divisional matchup, which is really hotly contested for the lead in the AFC East Division, and that would be Buffalo traveling to New England to take on the Patriots. Josh Allen just announced that he is expecting his first child, and he is expecting his first Super Bowl appearance. Which one will come first? I have New England and Drake May holding off the Buffalo Bills. I feel like this has been a season of change, and Kansas City is no longer dominant there, and Buffalo is starting to falter on their end as well. Give me New England in that game. Then we've got Indy, led by Grandpa Phillip Rivers, taking on Seattle and the 12th man. Phillip Rivers is going to be a little too rusty. This is going to be a rhythm game for him. He's not going to look as sharp as you would think him to be. But give me Seattle and the 12th man on this. Indy still going to scratch and claw. I don't know how many games Phillip Rivers is going to end up starting for them coming down the stretch. 4, 2. We'll see how Riley Leonard's knee heals. But give me Seattle in that game. Then we got the Packers, the Cheeseheads, heading to Mile High to take on the Broncos and Bo Nix, Sean Payton-led team. Give me Denver in that game. I need the help in the NFC. Packers are also an up-and-down team. Josh Jacobs and company, they got to get that running game going. Jordan Love looking to be consistent throwing the football. Another divisional matchup. We've got Carolina taking on New Orleans. Carolina is really, if they could handle this game today and beat New Orleans and then beat Tampa Bay to close out the season, they could win the division. How crazy would that be? Carolina winning their division. I told you, season of change. I had Tampa Bay taking this division, and I still think they will. I don't think Carolina's quite there yet, though they get things done today against New Orleans. Then we've got Tennessee taking on San Francisco. San Francisco has way more to play for. Tennessee is just running out the clock. Give me the Niners. Then we've also got Minnesota at Dallas for Sunday Night Football. This is going to be a Justin Jefferson, George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb type of game. CeeDee Lamb went out with a concussion. Not sure if he's going to play. I am not up to date on their ins and outs of the week as of right now. As it gets closer to game time, check for that. Then Monday Night Football, we have Miami taking on Pittsburgh. Give me Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers in this game. They still have a chance to win that division, so they've got a lot to play for. A lot of talk of this being Mike Tomlin's last season. Also, Mike Tomlin is 22-0 on Monday Night Football when they play in Pittsburgh. So, those are the picks for the weeks, guys. Let's recap those. We've got Chicago, Houston, Giants, Philly, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Kansas City, the Patriots, the 12th man in Seattle, Denver, Carolina, San Francisco, Dallas, and Pittsburgh. All those teams to win. What are your thoughts? Let us know. Am I out of my mind? Guys, where am I at? Give me a reality check. Things sound right? All right. Guys, that's been week 15 for the NFL. Come back next week and let's see where we're at, where we dive in and really take a look at the playoff picture, the haves and have-nots, and what's next for next year for the teams that are already on the beach. All right, guys, that's been Fourth and Funny. See you next week.